The team behind the Sonic X Shadow Generations prologue animatic Dark Beginnings are absolutely killing it. They are cooking, and I am very shocked in a good way with what we've been given. For those of you that are unaware, there is a game coming out very soon, October 25th, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and there is an animation team working on a prologue story for that game. It's 3 episodes. Episode 1 and 2 are out now on the main Sonic the Hedgehog channel. I really encourage you to check those out before continuing with this video, because I will be breaking it down and talking about what I love so much about this so far. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Hello, I'm OCDsaster, and this is my OCDsaster Blue channel, a channel where I exclusively upload Sonic content. So if you're interested in something like that, please consider subscribing to the channel for more stuff like this. There's a lot of stuff happening coming this month, and also with Sonic Movie 3 coming in December. I am becoming very busy in the best and most fun way possible, and it's thanks to you guys, the people that check out the channel, the reoccurring viewers, all of you putting that time and dedicating just a little bit out of your day to support me. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to comment down below on your thoughts on episodes 1 and 2 for Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings. So, episode 2 takes place in a different portion of Shadow's memory, where he and Maria are looking at this gross spore, and it's basically confirming the lore from Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm actually very surprised how much they're keeping canon with Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm interested to see what they do with that going forward. But as we said in a previous video, and in my Dr. Gerald breakdown video, be sure to check that out after this. Black Doom, the leader of the Black Arms alien race, gave his DNA up for science, basically. He gave it to Dr. Gerald to experiment on Project Shadow with the condition that in 50 years from that time, when he comes back, that Shadow collects the 7 Chaos Emeralds to help him take over Earth. But then, things change in that regard. But besides the fact, they prove that in this episode, and even add in the Gun Commander when he was a kid, who was a friend of Maria's, who was on the Space Colony Ark at the time as well, which is like a retcon thing that they added into Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm surprised they're keeping that in, but yes, he is canon, and he's jealous and kind of a big D-bag to Shadow, who is basically just having an existential crisis, looking at the alien being like, I don't really know what I am, I don't really like what I'm made of, this heartless creature. So that's the first chunk. Then it skips to the present, where he's at a base, an Eggman base, because there's Eggman robots all around, and it's like a pyramid area. So it's almost like the Sand Ocean stage in Sonic Adventure 2. Rouge and Omega are there. Rouge claims that she's on a mission for Gun. It's just an outpost, but Shadow's there because he is trying to get into space, because he has a sinking suspicion that the Black Arms are coming back to Earth. And so he's trying to prepare himself for whatever that entails, which is interesting because not only did he defeat them in Shadow the Hedgehog, but the Black Comet isn't supposed to come back until every 50 years, and it's not been 50 years since the Shadow the Hedgehog game, although it does feel like it. The 3 fight a bunch of robots that remind me of the egg robot designs from Sonic Heroes, along with a big robot that kind of looks like another design from, once again, the Sonic Heroes era of the games. And this is where it just absolutely shines. They keep blowing me away and just stepping it up with the fight animations and choreography for these animatics. They're getting better and better. It's like 2D, 3D shell shading. It's just artistic. You have streaks of lines and flashes and particle effects, and the camera's doing stuff, and like shadows like spinning around, and it's really good. It's like I sat there and I was just like, wow, we are eating as Sonic fans and Shadow fans, because they are really taking the time to put in the effort for the fights. It's not just going into a ball and then just hitting the enemy. It's really well done fight stuff, and it's just blowing me away those animatics. The first one, the first episode where he's fighting with Emerald, was really good, and they're stepping it up again with this. At the very end, Rouge said that she would help Shadow get to the Space Colony arc if he agrees to go to Sonic's birthday party. So this is setting up that everything that's happening is right before the intro cutscene for Sonic Generations. So the Shadow Generations part for Sonic X Shadow Generations is taking place right up before the events of Sonic Generations. Of course, the score has been emotional, pulling, beautiful, and they're just hitting on all cylinders for this. I can't wait for the third and final episode of Dark Beginnings to kind of see what is introducing the Black Arms back to Earth. And it just seems like we're really going to get some good story beats and some good plot threads for Shadow and Shadow's development in the upcoming game. I really, really, really hope it is good. The last thing I want to mention about episode 2 for Dark Beginnings is Omega has only a few lines, but it's the funniest thing ever. When the big robot comes down, he just goes dibs. I don't know. It gave me a really big chuckle. I really, really did enjoy it. So, all in all, they're killing it with the promotion and marketing for Sonic X Shadow Generations. I'm getting super, 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 super hyped for the game, which is how you know they're doing a good job marketing it. These Dark Beginning episodes are really good. They are not that long, but that's fine. They're on a budget, and they're using every little penny, every little bit of it to really put the work in for the dialogue, for the fight scenes, and for the music. So I really can't complain. And once again, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. I'm OCDsaster, and I hope you have a super Sonic rest of your day. See ya.